my goodness, you won't believe what just came to light. Yung Joc has finally spoken out, and the details are absolutely shocking. According to him, he caught Kirk Frost secretly stalking pictures of Kendra Robinson. Yes, Joc's own wife. What started as casual observation turned into something much deeper, and Joc isn't holding back anymore. Was this just innocent curiosity, or was Kirk crossing a major line? And how did Kendra react when the truth came out? This story has some unexpected twists you don't want to miss. Let's talk about one of the most jaw-dropping revelations in reality TV drama. Yung Joc, who's known for keeping it real, just dropped a bombshell about Kirk Frost that has everyone talking. According to Joc, he personally caught Kirk sneaking around checking out private pictures of Kendra, and what he uncovered left him absolutely stunned. For those who don't know, Kirk Frost has a long history of controversy, especially with relationships. From past cheating scandals to messy drama with Rashida, Kirk's reputation has always been questionable. But no one expected his latest scandal would involve Joc's wife. How did this come to light? Why was Kirk so fixated on Kendra? And what does this mean for his marriage to Rashida and his friendship with Joc? Yung Joc had always considered Kirk a friend, someone he could joke with, share industry advice with, and even confide in about relationships. But lately, something about Kirk's behavior started feeling off, and Joc couldn't quite put his finger on it at first, but small things were adding up. It started with casual comments Kirk would make about Kendra. "Man, you got yourself a real one," Kirk would say. Or, "Kendra always be looking sharp, bro. Nothing too strange, right?" Until Joc started noticing how often Kirk brought her up in conversation. Whether at the studio, on set for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, or just chilling with friends, Kirk always found a way to mention Kendra. And it wasn't just general comments, it was specific details. Joc recalled when Kirk commented on an outfit Kendra had worn weeks earlier. "That blue dress she had on at the party? Yeah, that was something else," Kirk had said with a little smirk. It struck Joc as weird because most men wouldn't remember something like that so vividly. At first, Joc told himself he was overthinking it. Kirk was his boy, maybe just being friendly. But then the social media interaction started getting bizarre. Joc noticed Kirk was often one of the first people to like Kendra's posts, especially ones where she was dressed up. Kirk and Kendra weren't even close, so why was he keeping such a close eye on her page? It wasn't just likes. Kirk was leaving fire emojis, heart eye reactions, and comments like, "Sheesh, looking good, Kendra." Joc started getting that gut feeling, that little voice telling him something wasn't right, but he didn't want to accuse Kirk without proof, so he started paying closer attention. One night, Joc was scrolling through Instagram when he noticed something strange. Kendra had just posted a simple picture of her smiling at brunch, and within minutes, Kirk had not only liked it but commented, "always glowing." Joc stared at his phone, feeling his stomach tighten. Kirk was one of the first to engage, even before Kendra's close friends. Joc decided to test a theory. Over the next few days, he monitored Kirk's social media activity without making it obvious. Every time Kendra posted, Kirk was right there liking, commenting, reacting. But it didn't stop at social media. Kirk started bringing up Kendra in random conversations that had nothing to do with her. Then one evening at a friend's gathering, Kirk slipped up. They were all talking about relationships when Kirk casually said, "Man, I swear I don't know how you do it, Joc. If I had a woman like Kendra, I'd be on my best behavior every single day." The comment itself wasn't outright disrespectful, but the way Kirk said it, the slight grin, the look in his eyes, made it feel like more than just a compliment. Determined to get answers, Joc decided to dig deeper. One night, while Kendra was in the shower with her phone left unlocked, Joc checked her DMs and saw Kirk's name. His heart pounded as he opened the messages. At first, they seemed innocent. Casual exchanges, Kirk replying to Kendra's stories with emojis. But as Joc scrolled further, he saw something that made his blood boil. Kirk had been messaging Kendra late at night, complimenting her outfits, asking personal questions, and making jokes about how Joc better be treating her right. The messages weren't outright disrespectful, but were close enough to the line to raise major red flags. And Kendra? She wasn't exactly shutting him down. She wasn't entertaining him either, but she wasn't dismissing him as firmly as she should have been. Joc clenched his jaw. This wasn't just casual admiration. This was something deeper, something sneaky. Kirk had been slowly testing the waters, seeing how much he could get away with. Joc didn't want to cause a scene in public, so he confronted Kirk when they were alone at the studio. "Kirk, man," Joc started casually, "I got to ask you something, and I need you to be straight with me. Why you always up in Kendra's comments and hitting her up in the DMs like that?" The room fell silent. Kirk blinked, then let out a nervous chuckle. Man, come on, it ain't even like that. You know I got love for both of y'all. I was just showing support. Joc wasn't buying it. Support? Bro, there's a difference between supporting and lurking. You always one of the first ones liking her pics, always commenting, and now I see you sliding in her messages too. What's up with that? Kirk shifted uncomfortably. Man, you tripping. I ain't even on that type of time. Joc stared him down. Then explain why you told me the other night that if you had a woman like Kendra, you'd be on your best behavior. Sounded real personal to me. Kirk opened his mouth to respond but quickly shut it. He had no real defense. After a long pause, Kirk finally sighed. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie. Kendra's a beautiful woman. I respect your relationship, but yeah, maybe I was out of line. That was all Joc needed to hear. He had suspected it, but now it was confirmed. Kirk had been eyeing his woman and wasn't even denying it. Yeah, you were out of line, Joc said, leaning in with a serious tone. And if I ever catch you crossing that boundary again, we going to have a real problem. That night, Joc talked to Kendra about the situation. I gotta ask you something, and I need you to be real with me, he said. Have you ever felt like Kirk was acting different around you? Like too friendly or too familiar? Kendra frowned. Different how? I mean, you've seen how he always pops up in your comments, how he reacts to your stories, and I saw the messages. Joc showed her the screenshots he'd taken. Kendra read through them, her expression hardening. Joc, I swear I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was just being friendly. You never thought it was weird the way he kept messaging you late at night? The little comments he made? Joc pressed. Kendra sighed. I mean, when I look at it now, yeah, it does seem a little off, but I never responded in a way that encouraged him, Joc. I wasn't trying to disrespect you. So why didn't you shut it down? Joc asked. You could have told him to stop. Honestly, I didn't think it was that serious. I thought if I ignored it, he'd stop, she admitted. But now I see ignoring it wasn't enough. I'll make sure it never happens again. I'll shut it down completely. Joc thought the situation was over, but a few days later, he got a call from a close friend. Joc, you ain't gonna believe this, bro. Kirk's been talking about you behind your back. He's telling people you're insecure and paranoid, saying you accused him of trying to get with Kendra and made a fool of yourself. Joc's blood started to boil. And that ain't even the worst part, his friend continued. He said Kendra's only with you because of your status, that if you wasn't Yung Joc, she wouldn't even look your way. That was it. Joc realized this wasn't just about inappropriate comments or DMs. Kirk had been holding on to some deeper jealousy, and now that he'd been confronted, he was trying to flip the narrative and make Joc look bad. Joc didn't waste time. He called Kirk directly. Cut the fake energy, Kirk. I heard what you've been saying. You out here running your mouth telling people I'm insecure, talking about my relationship like you know something. You really think I wasn't going to find out? Kirk tried to laugh it off. Man, you listening to gossip? I ain't say nothing like that. Nah, see, this is where we done, Joc declared. You crossed the line once, I checked you, and I let it go, but now you disrespecting me behind my back? That tells me everything I need to know about you. So what, you cutting me off over this? Kirk asked. You cut yourself off, Joc replied. I don't keep fake people around me. Do whatever you got to do, but just know you ain't welcome in my circle no more. And with that, Joc hung up. After that call, Kirk tried to reach out several times, but Joc ignored every attempt. Kendra blocked Kirk on social media and made it clear where her loyalty stood. The news spread quickly in the industry, with people taking sides. Kirk tried desperately to save face, posting cryptic messages on social media and going on live videos to indirectly address the situation without mentioning Joc's name. Man, it's crazy how people get in their feelings over something so small, Kirk said in one of his lives. Like, brah, if you got insecurities, that's on you, but don't try to make me the villain. What Kirk didn't realize was that Joc wasn't the only one who had a problem with him. Other people in the industry started reaching out to Joc, sharing similar experiences with Kirk. I ain't want to say nothing before, but I've been peeped how Kirk moves. He did the same thing with another dude's girl a while back. It all started making sense. This was a pattern for Kirk. He had been playing this game for a long time, sliding into women's DMs, testing boundaries, and then playing innocent when called out. Kendra eventually spoke out publicly to defend Joc. Let me be clear, she posted on social media. Joc was right to check Kirk. As a woman, I know when a man is crossing the line, and Kirk was absolutely inappropriate. I might not have seen it at first, but looking back, I can see exactly what Joc was talking about. The post went viral, with people supporting Kendra and Joc while condemning Kirk's behavior. Kirk's reputation took a major hit. People weren't messing with him like before. He wasn't getting invited to certain industry events, and some business connections were distancing themselves. In the end, Joc felt a sense of peace. He had removed someone toxic from his life, protected his relationship, and gained a new level of respect. he learned a valuable lesson. Not everyone who smiles in your face is really for you. Some people are just waiting for the right moment to betray you. As for Kirk, well, karma has a way of handling people like him. And Joc, he wasn't looking back.